You're late. Baby, you know what? I hit a deer. Really? And then you know what happened? These guys mocked me. And see, my wallet is empty. There's just nothing at all. You think I'm a child. And then you know what? A dog bit me. Oh my gosh. Do you also give such pathetic excuses? Oh, I can surely understand your plight. Maybe you're running out of excuses. I can totally understand. I suggest that you please stay with me in this lesson because I'm going to teach you some relevant excuses that you can use maybe with your friends or maybe with your boss. Stay with me, and my name is Michelle. I'm your tutor for today. Let's start. Let's look at the first one. Here, the traffic was terrible. What kind of an excuse this is? This is a classic excuse. What do we mean by classic? Classic means evergreen. You can use it in all circumstances. But of course, not when you're going to your neighbor's house, which is just next door. You can't say that the traffic was terrible. When you're traveling far, you can use this excuse that the traffic was terrible. You know how difficult it is to pass through a jam on a Monday morning? If you have, then you've surely hit the right chord. But if you haven't had a smooth ride, then you can tell your boss, "I'm so sorry, sir. The traffic was really terrible." I really hope that your boss is considerate enough to accept your excuse, and he will, most probably. Let's look at the second excuse. I couldn't find a parking space. What is a parking space? A place where you can park your car or your vehicle. It could be anything. It could be a car, it could be a bike, it could be a chopper. Some of you maybe, not for me really. So I couldn't find a parking space. So there was no space to park the vehicle. So this one here is used when you have your own means of transport, something that you own. Own means of transport. So, what happened, how you can use it in a sentence would be, "I'm so sorry for being late. I couldn't find a parking space." And I'll tell you something about my friend. He went for an interview and he was early actually, but the parking ate his time and he actually became 5 minutes late instead of being early at the location. So he went inside the interview hall and he was quite nervous. So out of sheer nervousness, he said, "I'm so sorry, I can't find a parking space." And you know what? The funny part? He doesn't even own a car. And that was his first job interview. But you know, the interviewers just believed him. It's so funny, right? So it's a tried and tested excuse. You can just use it without any care. Go ahead. Let's look at the third one. The roads were chock-a-block. Chock-a-block. What's that? Sounds familiar? No. This is used to talk about when the road is extremely crowded or extremely jammed. Yes, this is used to talk about jammed roads. Okay, picture yourself, okay? You're in your car and the road is flooded with other cars which are just not moving. They've halted absolutely. And you get a call from your dentist who says, "Hey, Patrick, when are you reaching?" And you've already cancelled your previous appointments with the dentist due to other reasons, and you really don't want to cancel this appointment. So what do you tell him? "I'll be there in just half an hour. The roads are chock-a-block." That's how you can use it. Quite simple, isn't it? So it'll surely help you with your dentist. Let's look at the fourth one. "Sorry, I didn't hear the alarm clock." Is that common? Do you use that? You know, there are different ways of saying the same phrase. You could say that the alarm clock didn't go off. This means that the alarm clock did not ring, which is quite a high possibility sometimes. And if it's not, then just use it. Let's look at the next one. There's another way of saying this, and that could be, I slept right through the alarm. This means that while the alarm was still buzzing, something like that. I don't know how your exact alarm clock buzzes really. So when it's still buzzing, you continued to sleep and you didn't wake up. That's what it means. I slept right through the alarm. Actually, hostel is a very good place to learn discipline. However, on one fine day, Nikki did not wake up and her warden had to wake her up. And what does she say when she saw her warden? She was so scared. She said, "Sorry, sir, I slept right through the alarm." Or, "Sorry, sir, the alarm clock didn't go off." You can use any of them. Let's look at the next one. I had to wait ages for the transport. So ages here means a very long time period. Yes, very long time period. Long time. A very long time. Right, so transport here could be anything. Could be a car, or sorry, not a car in this case, because car is owned generally by us. So when you're owning a car, you can use this. I couldn't find a parking space. However, when you're using transport, it generally talks about public transport. So that could be a bus, or that could be a cab. Yes, public transport. So if you're going to the university and you're late for your class, you can tell your teacher, "Sir, I'm very sorry for being late. I had to wait ages for the bus," right? Or if you're going for an interview, you could say, "I had to wait ages for the cab," anything of that sort. And this is how you can use this phrase. Let's look at the next one. It's not an easy place to locate. What do we mean by locate? Locate means this, to find something. So if a particular place or particular location is very hard to find, then you can use this. It's not an easy place to locate. One evening, I wanted to go to the Phoenix guest house, and I asked my friend that, can you help me about with the way of this place? And he said, "See, I don't know the way either. If you're going to Phoenix guest house, then please see the map carefully, because it's not an easy place to find, or it's not an easy place to locate." There's one more way of saying this. The same phrase. I'll write it for you. It is, I got lost coming here. So if you're going to a place and you get lost on the way, like you're going to a friend's wedding and you're not able to find the place and you arrive late at the wedding and your friends are bound to ask you, "Why are you late?" You could just say, "This place is so remote. I got lost coming here." That's how you can use this phrase. Awesome, isn't it? So with this, we've learned the first phrase, which is a classic excuse. And this you could use with your personal transport. This can be used when the roads are completely jammed. This one can be used with your boss or your teacher, or maybe the warden, as I gave you an example. And this one here as well can be used in the same way. And the last one can be used when you're arriving late at a friend's wedding. We are being very clever here. In this excuse, whom are we blaming? We are blaming the alarm clock. Of course, if you're late, it's an excuse, right? You're not saying the truth always. So you could just blame the alarm clock. And what do we do here? Who are we blaming? We're blaming the transport. And that's not all. We don't just blame the alarm clock and the transport. We're so over smart that we also blame the location. So now you know exactly what to say when you're late. And since you've been so sweet to me, that you've stayed till the lesson, so far in the lesson, I also want to be a bit sweet to you. And I'm going to share with you two surefire tips to prevent you from being late. Let's look at them. The first one here. What does it show? So what you can do is you can set your clock forward by an odd number of minutes. So let's say currently it's 10:10. However, you set your clock at 10:17. So you think that you have less time when you actually have more. This really works for me. So I'll write it for you. Set your clock forward. And here, empathy. Yes, it's really important to empathize with the person who's waiting. You know, it's really not fun to make a person wait, even if it's unintentional. So imagine yourself in their shoe and you'll actually understand the urgency of the situation. So try and be on time. And if you're at all late, please use these excuses. Thank you so much for being with me. Now I have to rush for another class. And if I don't rush and I stay here, then I'll blame you for keeping me stuck here. I hope to see you soon with another useful lesson. Till then, you miss me and I'm gonna miss you. Bye-bye. Take care.